class. And then at the end, if you remember, you filled out your science journals and you were drawing what you had observed with your senses, what you observed with your eyes, what you observed with your nose, and what you observed with your mouth. I've changed our ice cream a little bit. I did something to this ice cream, so it's not the same as it was last time. What do you think I could have done to change the ice cream? Let's see. I want you to sit next to a shoulder buddy. What do you guys predict?
How the chocolate?
Okay, so maybe I change the flavor. And then we looked at it again, but the ice cream had changed a little bit. What was different this time about the ice cream?
What's the milk?
What was different about the ice cream? Yes, Jose.
What's the milk?
It was melted. So we didn't taste it because I don't know how safe that is for people to taste that melted of ice cream. But we smelled it. We noticed the smell was exactly the same. The smell had not changed. We noticed that the color and the flavor were the same also. The difference was that it was
Melted.
It was melted. So was it hotter or colder than it was the first time?
Hotter.
It was hotter. Very good. It was warmer.
Back to life.
Well, sort of. My question was, how can we prevent our ice cream from melting? So how do we stop it from melting? Because I told you something happened, and the freezers aren't working anymore, and they won't let us use the refrigerators either. So we're on our own. What can we do to help our ice cream stop melting and stay frozen? What do you think, Christopher?
Put the ice in a cold bowl and then put the ice cream.
We could put ice in a cold bowl. That's a good idea. Let me write some of these down. Say, what else can we do? No, we can't leave campus. We have to stay at Seaford.
And
Emma?
there's like a bowl, there's ice, but we can put the ice cream inside the bowl.
That's what he was talking about. Get a bowl of ice and put the ice cream inside of that. Yeah, so you two have like the same idea.
And we can build an ice house.
You can build an ice house, so... Well, maybe the ice house isn't built completely of ice. Maybe the ice house is something that keeps things cold. So if we were to build a house on the inside, what can we do to make sure it stays cold on the inside, even though it's hot on the outside? What could we add to this ice house? What do you think, Zaina? We couldn't find all these materials because nobody at school had an extra piece of wood just hanging out, and no one had some extra bricks. But Miss Carlene very expertly found some materials that we're going to use today to help build our ice house.
Thank you, Miss Carlene.
Welcome. All right, so I'm going to bring you the materials. Now, what I want you to do is just sit exactly the way that Barbara is sitting. And I want you, when I show you the materials, to think, what could we do with these to make sure that our ice does not melt? Is this a talking observation? No, what sense are we going to use?
Singing.
We can use our
Or hearing.
thinking spidey sense. But we can use our sight and really look at it. And then we have a couple lids for boxes. We have some butcher paper. And we have a box. We also have very colorful tape to help us put things together if we need to. So, I want you thinking about these materials. I'm going to kind of spread them out a little bit so you have a sense of what they are.
These, and you can put the paper all around you.
Okay,
And
so...
you just close the box and tape it.
Okay, so you agree with Antonia. You think the paper should be on the outside?
And we
And then I think
put
we
all
should
the wrap all the paper all around you. And
Are you ready for some more details?
Yeah.
Let me see. Who's sitting up? All right. The other details I did not tell you yet were that we're going to test it out with this design first. Then, if we think we can make it better after observing the ice cream, we are going to change her design to make it better. But for now, we have to stick to what it was. So in the picture, we have some pink tape. So I need some friends who can help me with the pink tape part. Let's see. So, Barbara, this is your design. Should we fold the orange part over like that? Yes, right? Now, yesterday we tried out the ice house. Remember, Barbara is the one who designed this. She's the one who decided, who drew something, and you guys voted and you said you liked hers the best, you wanted to try out. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to test the ice house again. Because even though yesterday it kept the ice cream pretty frozen, maybe today is hotter. Or maybe today it doesn't work as well. We're not sure. Get your spoon, and then I'm going to give you a new taste of this. And you get to compare it to the ice cream you had before. Remember, that was frozen and cold, and now we're going to see, has it changed at all? Okay? So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start doing something called a self-reflection. Does anyone know what a self-reflection is? No? Okay. Well, that's all right, because we're going to talk about it. Things when you talk about yourself. A reflection is when you look back at something and think about it again. We've gone through a big process in making our ice house. What are some of those steps, bless you, that we had for our ice house? What's the first thing that we did? So, we have all of our steps. When I tell you who your partner is, you're going to talk with them about the part that you thought was the most important. Okay? So you're thinking about what was the step that we could not do without? Something that was so important on here that we just had to make sure we did it. And I want you to tell that person why you thought that step was so important. So I'm going to give you a whole minute to think about what was our most important thing that we did with our ice house project. So let's think.
The most important part was brainstorm.
Why?
Because we have to think about things, and that was fun.
Okay, Lorenzo, what do you think was the most important part?
To keep it frozen.